Tucked away in the hills of southern India sits one of the wealthiest religious institutions on the planet. The Tirupati Balaji Temple complex manages a yearly budget that rivals small nations, bringing in billions of dollars in pure donations. But the wealth isn't the only anomaly here. Every single day, nearly 100,000 pilgrims stand in massive queues, waiting for hours to surrender their cash, their gold, and parts of themselves. Specifically, their hair. The temple processes thousands of tons of human hair every year. Entire families arrive, sit down, and willingly have their heads completely shaved. Why do millions of people travel to this exact location to give up their life savings and their hair? These physical and financial offerings are the ongoing repayment of an ancient cosmic debt, a multi-generational contract triggered by a single moment of explosive anger. The origin traces back to a volatile sage named Maharishi Bhrigu. In a sudden fit of rage, Bhrigu approached Lord Vishnu and struck him violently directly on his chest. In Hindu theology, Vishnu's chest is the sacred dwelling place of his consort, the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi. Striking that exact spot was a profound insult directed at her. Deeply hurt by the desecration of her home, Lakshmi left the celestial realm of Vaikuntha and descended to earth in sorrow. Bereft of his partner, Vishnu followed. He abandoned his celestial comforts, wandering the earth in search of her. He eventually settled in the dense forests of the Tirumala hills, taking on the ascetic form of Srinivasa. This divine separation left a vacuum on earth, a spiritual imbalance that would only be bridged once humanity stepped in to share the burden of the gods. Meanwhile, further south, an earthly king named Akash Rajan was preparing a plot of land for a sacred fire ritual, or yajna. As his plow turned the soil, he unearthed a radiant lotus flower. Resting inside the petals was an infant girl. The king adopted her and named her Padmavati. She was the earthly avatar of goddess Lakshmi herself. Back in the Tirumala hills, Srinivasa was entirely consumed by his grief. He sat motionless in deep meditation for so long that anthills and dirt began to cover his physical form. Witnessing the Lord in such deep physical distress, a passing devotee named Neela Devi stepped forward. Without hesitation, she cut off her own hair and offered it to him to provide comfort and cover his head. Moved by her selflessness, Srinivasa granted a divine boon. He decreed that from that moment on, any devotee who sacrificed their hair would be stripped of their worldly ego and their accumulated sins. Every shaved head in Tirupati today is a direct ritualistic replication of Neela Devi's ancient act of devotion. Eventually, Srinivasa crossed paths with the now-grown Padmavati. The two fell in love, and a grand cosmic wedding was arranged to reunite the divine couple. To host a wedding worthy of the cosmos, Srinivasa needed capital. Since he had abandoned his wealth to wander the earth, he had to secure a massive loan from Kubera, treasurer of the gods. The principal was so immense that the repayment spans millennia, requiring continuous interest payments until the end of the current age. Because of this debt, Lord Vishnu bound himself to the earth. He remains in the Tirumala temple in his physical idol form, specifically to oversee the ongoing repayment. The billions of dollars flowing through the temple gates are direct micro-installments, paid by the devout to help clear their creator's wedding debt. The crowds surrounding the temple are active participants in a living, spiritual contract. This is a literal economy of faith, operating perfectly on two simultaneous tracks, the physical and the material. By sacrificing their hair, the pilgrims strip away their personal ego. By donating their wealth, they fulfill a cosmic financial obligation. A single, angry strike by a sage thousands of years ago engineered an intricate system where the creator and the created are locked in an eternal partnership. Placing a coin in the temple's donation box is an act of love, a way for millions to help the divine carry his burden. If you are a devotee, or if you just appreciate this incredible partnership of faith, let us know by typing Govinda Govinda in the comments below.